Hello from the Daily Dad. We're in Midtown Manhattan and it's time for dinner. It's the Daily family and a few daily friends getting together, so we're going to try something a bit on the safer side. This is a restaurant that features Shanghainese cuisine, so think of all those easy on your tongue street foods like scallion pancakes, wontons, and noodle soups. Yep, that will hit the spot. On today's episode, we're checking out, wait for it, Kung Fu Little Steamed Buns Ramen on the Daily Dad. Sometimes I'm just a dad who enjoys eating and then sharing my opinions. Other times, though, I wished I was more of an investigative journalist, and this is one of those times. Let me just come out and say this. Their soup-based anything dishes are the bomb. Everyone agreed, despite this just being an element that you take for granted, that this was by far the best broth we've tasted when it comes to Shanghainese cuisine. But why? Traditionally, broth for these types of soup dishes will be much clearer. Again, I say traditionally. Here, though, the broth is a step above, which could be why they got noticed by the Michelin Guide. Here's my guess, but admittedly, I didn't really ask them about it. The difference could lie in how I think they prepare the broth, which involves preparing and boiling bones over a much longer period of time. I don't want this to be Food Science 101, but great tonkatsu broth, for example, kind of goes through the same process so that you get that deep, complex umami wow flavor. For this wonton soup, though, instead of just chicken broth with seasoning and aromatics, which generally creates that clear broth we see, could this broth be in the style of baitang? Baitang is a style of Japanese ramen characterized by its rich, thick, and creamy white broth. The term baitang literally means white soup and refers to the cloudy, milk-like consistency achieved by aggressively boiling animal bones at high heat for many hours. A chemical process happens behind the scenes, and what you eventually get is this opaque, velvety broth that swaddles your tongue. The process of making an authentic baitang broth is complex and time-consuming, often taking 18 to 20 hours to achieve the desired consistency. But if this is actually what they are doing, then you need to try this. Bottom line, my bowl of wonton soup was uncommonly good, definitely a go-to pick. Now, the other items that we ordered, though, were just meh and probably aren't items we'd order again. We have here the beef in scallion pancake. It's a room temperature dish. The beef doesn't have all that much personality, and the accompanying scallions and hoisin sauce really can't save it. The scallion pancake was also a bit dry, so this was a thumbs down. And we also weren't impressed with the baozi with the duck filling. Now, the duck did have more personality, but the filling was pretty skimpy, and the accompanying sauce really overpowered the meat, so this is a bit too sweet. And it comes off more like a Spanish pupusa rather than a Chinese baozi, so this is also a miss. So just two final thoughts on our experience here. Again, the soup broth was very, very good, and based on what I saw being brought out from the kitchen, the dumplings also looked yummy, as did the xiaolongbao. These are probably the safer bets and more delicious bets. And I wouldn't call this a destination restaurant. Certainly, if you're in the area and in the mood for some Shanghainese goodies, this will hit the spot. And if that's all you need, then this is a perfectly good option to quell your hunger. Hey, this is the Daily Dad reminding you to try new things and to be happy.